Welcome back to the Truth Booth. We are back for season 2. Yeah! A lot has happened since we recorded our last episode, so we are going to catch up, talk all about it as we dive back into infusing God's truth into culture's chaos. And there's a lot of chaos, so we're excited to be back with you guys.
I'm just going to see how long I can not talk, and you'll just do a solo podcast for the first one back.
Don't do that to me.
Kidding. Welcome back, everybody. We're happy to be back. We did take a little bit of a hiatus. A lot has happened, not just in culture, but also in our personal lives. Brittany had another baby.
I did. My 4th baby is 8 weeks old today.
Nice. Happy 8 weeks today, AJ.
He was born the 1 week before Christmas, December 18th. And so it has been a whirlwind the last few months of just like the end of pregnancy and then having him, and now we're back. As you can see, our setup looks a little bit different because we are not both together in person right now. And so we had to figure out what that was going to look like, but we're back and we're ready to talk to you guys. We've got a lot to say.
And even though we're going to be online, we'll be able to get out more podcasts this way too. But also, hopefully once a quarter, Brittany can either make her way down here. I'll go up there to where she is. And we'll do some in-person stuff. And we've been brainstorming some stuff behind the scenes as well as just different segments and things we want to do. So one of my pet peeves that like content creators do on YouTube especially is like, hey guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, if you have anything that you ever want to see, you just let us know. And I'm like, which is valid, but I'm just like, no, we've got some ideas up our sleeve. But at the same time, if there's any questions that you would want us to answer, we are always open to those as well.
Yeah, definitely. We want to be helpful and a resource for you and for the people in your life. So if there is anything that's coming up, if there are questions that you've had that you have always wanted to ask or hear explained, and it's never really been, you think, like the appropriate like place or platform to ask us, either leave a comment. You can, if you know us and you have our phone numbers, you can text us, grab us at church. If you go to church with us, like whatever it is. And any way that we can help. Yeah.
It'll be great. Right? This feels like a Zoom call. Why does it feel like I'm back in 2020?
I know. Well, a lot of things right now feel like we're back in 2020.
It's true. We haven't recorded since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and also Candace Owens has just gone off the rails. All of the ICE things happening right now. I'm sure there's been a million other things, probably 6 other outbreaks of 6 other viruses that we just don't know about. Who knows? But
people are getting canceled left and right for like not saying certain things or like speaking out about certain things. It's pretty wild, actually. And because of the snow, we've had online church a couple of times because of the weather.
Yeah.
Like it's just 2026 is starting off with a bang.
Yeah. Also, like eventually we could talk about the Epstein files. I mean, we don't have to dive too far into them, but it is crazy. I try not to look at it too much on Twitter, but
yeah, I have not looked at them myself. I've only downloaded what other people have said about certain things at this point. One, because there's like 3 million files, I think, or something. Yeah. Like 3 million. There's so many, and so I just haven't had time. But also, I kind of don't want to know. Okay, but here's also the thing. I was thinking about this. I don't know if you've ever watched any of the like political or government drama shows. But I have. Like Scandal, House of Cards, like all of these shows about the White House. And I'm like, they got these ideas from somewhere.
Yeah.
So like the writers and stuff. And I've seen all of those. I've seen all those shows, all those episodes, whatever, all those plot lines. And so nothing is really that surprising to me because of that. And it was supposed to be a fictional drama, but I just feel like at this point there are too many things that have happened that literally feel like, am I in an episode of Scandal? Like, is Shonda Rhimes behind the scenes coordinating this?
Should I watch it?
I mean, if you can get through it. The thing is, though, I cannot watch it now. Like,
really,
I watched it. Yeah, and same with House of Cards. I feel like
Mm.
Scandal is more, there's more of a romantic plot in
Okay.
Scandal than in House of Cards. But either way, I used to love both of those shows and now I cannot watch them because it
Oh
too
no.
closely resembles what is actually happening like in our culture, in our actual White House. And
Yeah.
it just freaks me out. It just really freaks me out. So I can't. I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, I like want a new like comfort show to put on when I'm around the house doing
Mhm.
stuff. And I always go back to like the same sort of shows, and that used to be one of them. Scandal
Mhm.
used to be one of them, and I just can't do it anymore.
When in doubt, Gilmore Girls it out.
Gilmore Girls is one. One Tree Hill is one. Gossip Girl, like these are shows I always watch postpartum too, and I'm always sitting
Yeah.
a lot and like can't do things.
Hmm.
Um, I have like 4 or 5 that I rotate through. Revenge is one.
I always go back to the first season of The Crown.
I've never watched The
Tried and
Crown.
true.
What's The Crown?
It's all about the royal family.
Oh,
It's so good.
are you a royal family gal? You like following the royal family?
Not really, but I love The Crown. The first
Okay.
season specifically, I've not watched the recent seasons. The first season, so if there's anything crazy that happens, I am not held responsible. I would
Is
just
it
like
on
to say
Netflix?
it is. I think it's a Netflix original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but also
So,
like I just haven't watched a lot of TV. I feel like,
yeah.
or if it is, it's like me watching Mr. Beast games or something like funny, something like quick that I'm not like
Yeah.
super like having to
Yeah.
pay attention to.
Same. That's why I like, yeah, that's why I like those shows because I've seen them a million times. So, like, if I walk away and I'm doing something or I'm like falling asleep, I don't have to go back and rewatch anything because I already know what happens. Spoiler.
That's also
I've seen
like
every episode 5 times.
exactly. That's also why I put on The Office. Like The
Yeah.
Office is just my go-to to put on in the background. So
Yeah.
it is
That's
what
a
it
good
is.
go-to show.
It
Funny story,
is.
whenever I met Alex, he didn't have cable and didn't have any like streaming or anything. He had just had like a DVD player. And so he would watch the same whatever DVDs he had, that was the only things that he would watch. And it was like 2 seasons of The Office that he had on DVD. So we would watch like those same two
Oh
seasons.
no. And the first season wasn't even good, so I hope it wasn't the first season.
It wasn't, I don't think it was the first season.
Okay, good.
I was just a couple and the movie The Departed. So he knows every word to The Departed because he probably watched it every day for, I don't know, years. Oh my gosh, so funny. Now we have.
Anyways,
Anyways, our life feels like a Netflix documentary and when it comes to
yes.
what's happening in our culture. And yeah, we'll tackle some of those things probably. I do think we'll have to do some sort of full episode on the whole Candace Owens thing.
Yeah,
And
I agree. I will just say this is my favorite tweet. We can talk about it in the Candace Owens episode too. Did you see on Twitter the other day where she was like logging back on after our crazy winter storm? Somehow there's still ice on our trees and it's like 31 degrees, and everybody's like, "Do you know that freezing point
yeah,
is 32, sweetheart?"
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. Anyways, that was my favorite tweet I've seen from her so far. But
I
there,
think, yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I don't know if you've had this too, where they're like, my friends are just on the Candace Owens train and they will not like deviate or they
yeah,
refuse to believe that anything she's doing is wrong or whatever. And at this point, I always ask, like, is your friend a Christian? And if they say yes, that's a
mhm,
different conversation than if they are not, because
yeah, it's true.
she claims to be Catholic, she claims to be a Christian, but there's a serious lack of fruit there. At this point,
Right.
there is nothing that she's doing, I think, that is Christ-like or going
Mhm.
about it in a Christ-like way that we should be emulating. To which I'm like, why would we spend so much time consuming her content then? You know?
I
And
agree.
I was never personally like a really big Candace Owens fan. Like
Yeah,
I never watched her show. I just never was. And the last couple of years, she's just progressively gotten like worse. I never disliked her really. I just was
yeah,
like, she's not my cup of tea. But
yeah,
now I'm like, red flag,
absolutely.
stay away.
I agree. I
So we'll
agree.
talk about that because I think that
Yeah.
is like a tension that a lot of people are experiencing right now with like other women in their lives of like,
Yeah.
they're all caught up in all of this and it's just not fruitful. And I think it's a distraction from what's the most important. And I think the last like 6 months have really highlighted that for people ever since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. It's like
Mhm.
everything that's happened since then, which is it was just a few weeks after the Courage Conference. That was the
Yeah.
last time that we released episodes was Courage Conference, which was the very end of August. And a couple of weeks after that was when Charlie was murdered, and it just sort of there's been so much that's happened since then.
Yeah.
I think that was a really big cultural moment, and
Yeah.
seeing how people reacted to that and responded to that or didn't respond to that, in
Yeah.
my opinion, was really telling. I don't know. We haven't really talked about this, but I don't know what your reaction was or like how that day went for you. But I'd be curious to hear like how did you first find out about him like being assassinated and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Do we want to talk about on this one, or do we want to do a separate episode on that? I mean, I can talk about it now. The first time that I heard about it was through our work messaging like platform, which is Slack. Pastor Sam just put in the general, because he is connected with Rob McCoy. Hey, just got a text from Rob, like, be praying for Charlie. And so immediately, like me being me, I go to Twitter and it's just like exploding. And the video was one of the first things to pop up on my feed. And it was horrifying. And so, yeah, crazy, 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 crazy day. And we actually had youth group that night. And so we were kind of praying, trying to figure out how to go about it. And I'm so glad. Obviously, we weren't going to cancel youth group or anything like that. But I'm so glad that we handled it in the way that we did, addressing it head on, praying for Charlie and his family, everybody that was impacted. Because students have questions too. And that's like primarily my world is youth ministry, and also walking youth students through these kind of things where one of the most prominent political figures was assassinated and they watched it. And that isn't normal. And having to walk some of them through that, it was very somber. But I mean, youth ministry is also the best because we're able to come together. We're still able to like walk these students through things and then like have fun, bring it all back to Jesus. And so, yeah, it was a hard day, but it was really good. And I think there's been fruit that's come from us being so straightforward with our beliefs before that, and then from that moment still, and then after that too. So
yeah, I unfortunately also saw the video. I wish I wouldn't have. Like, I wish I wouldn't have seen it, and it's really sad to me that that is such a normal thing now.
Yeah.
That you can just log on and watch someone get murdered, right? Like that's just not normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was home and same. I saw it on X. I think at that point wasn't on staff, so I didn't see it in the Slack or anything. But I did see it on X that he was shot, and I was just like immediately was like tensed up. Like this is not good. Like this is really bad. Like it just was scary because. Not that I knew Charlie personally, but because we as a church are connected to so many people who are connected to him, and I knew I saw him as a real person.
Yeah.
And we were having friends over for dinner that night, and I think they pronounced him dead like right around dinner time, and so they were texting us. They're like, we're running late because they were watching the news, and I was crying. I was really, really upset about it. I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening. I was in disbelief, and it was wild. And then our friends did come over, and we were talking to them about it, and they said the same thing. Like, this just feels so different than anything that I've really experienced before. It was a lot to process. And for the few days after that too, especially the first few days, were just really, I don't know how to, it was just like there was
It's so
just,
heavy.
it was so heavy. And then you see like people in my life who are, more left leaning or liberal, progressive, whatever, mocking it.
Yeah.
And it just felt so evil to me. Like to see people that I know do that.
Hmm.
I, it was very just like, I don't even know how to describe it. Disheartening. It felt evil. It truly felt evil. And
Yeah.
so everything since then too has just been either
Yeah.
people, I'd rather just stay silent on things or not say anything at all. What they say,
Mhm.
tell you when you were little, if you don't have anything nice to say,
Yeah.
just don't say anything at all. I
Yeah.
wish people would implement that more.
Yeah.
Um, but I know at Ackland, you guys had like that big memorial,
Yeah.
um, which was,
It was incredible.
there's been fruit that has come from it.
Yeah.
And I think it has, emboldened a lot of people to speak out about their beliefs and to like channel their inner Charlies in a sense, which is
Yeah.
cool. Um, so yeah, but that I feel like was a catalyst for everything else. A lot of this
Yeah.
other that we'll tackle in future episodes, but
For sure.
yeah, it was
For
wild.
Yeah, it was crazy. But like you said, there has been so much fruit. The church attendance has just exploded. People actually reading scripture for themselves and not just reading it on people's Instagram stories. Like it's
Bible
been,
sales, yeah.
yeah, it's been
Bible
awesome.
sales are up. I saw that Lee Strobel posted that his book, The Case for Christ, which is like it was on Charlie's reading list, I think, was one of the reasons
Yeah.
why it had a record breaking sales year for him, which is crazy
Wow.
because the book was released like years and years. It's not a new book. And
Yeah.
he posted something on X that it was like number 8 in like sales or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he couldn't believe it because of how long it's been since it came out. But it was sales as a result of people wanting to be able to defend their faith better in the wake of Charlie's assassination.
Yeah.
So it's like undeniable the things that God is doing
Hmm.
from a really tragic situation, which,
Yeah.
you know, is what we can cling to just have that hope and to know like what we can do as individual people too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think it's good that we're talking about it kind of this far after the fact too, just to remind ourselves like, hey, life is short. We never know what's going to happen. And we understand too that like things aren't calming down. They're just ramping up. And
mhm.
even if it seems like a steady increase or a jarring one, things are ramping up. And it's not time for us to just sit back and relax and remain silent, but it's time for us to make our voices heard in a loving and kind way, but also very firm. And
Yeah.
that's what we're called to do. And so that's
Yeah.
what we're going to do. It's going to be great.
Especially on this podcast. Like
Yeah.
we want you to be having conversations with people and we want you to feel like you are equipped with the truth because there are so many lies and
Yeah.
so many misrepresentations about things that are happening in culture, and we want everyone to feel like they can think through and have the dialogue to talk about what's happening, even little things like that don't seem like they're that big of a deal.
Mhm.
Or sometimes they're worth talking about. So
Absolutely. And the fruit of our podcast isn't how many people listen. We're not going after a mass amount of listeners or anything like that. Like the fruit of this is, like you're saying, equipping people to have conversations. Every conversation that somebody has with something or about something that we're talking about on the podcast and they feel equipped to do that, that's fruit from
mhm.
like pretty much this ministry. And so
Yeah.
with that, if you, that is kind of the driving force. If you have questions on how we can equip you more and what we can equip you on, that's what we want to do. And yeah, we just want to be a voice for those who feel like they don't know how to articulate what they need to. And we want to help you
Yeah.
do that. We want to help you critically think because critical thinking is at an all-time low, but we can help you and we're
Yeah.
learning as we go too. So
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited.
me too. I feel like I need like streamers or like confetti behind me and balloons.
I know.
Oh, but it's good.
Um,
Happy post Valentine's Day for all those who are celebrating Galentine's, Valentine's, whatever it may be. I don't know if the bros do bro Valentine. I don't know.
And guys only celebrate if they have girlfriends or wives, I feel like, whereas
True.
girls celebrate no matter what.
It's true. It's true. I am going out for Valentine's Day this weekend.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun. And then Valentine's Day next week.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways.
It's good.
What else do we have to catch up on? Let's see. I'm on staff now.
It's true. Welcome, Brittany, to staff. Woohoo!
I'm on staff now at Center County campus. Alex and I came on staff in October, leading our kids ministry at Center County. So that's fun. So Aaliyah and I are not just podcasters, we are actually coworkers too.
Coworkers. I sent her some registrations last week, guys. We're both doing our job.
So that's been a fun development, obviously a huge change for my family. And that's part of the reason why like all of this has been a little bit just delayed, figuring out our new schedules. And I'm home now working part-time. So like, I'm home with our kids, but also working for the church and doing a couple other like part-time things. So it's good. It's just an adjustment. Plus that with the new baby. Has been like a whole whirlwind. I can't believe it's the middle of February, actually.
I know.
But we're figuring it out. So, yeah, it's all really good. How that all happened was just like a God ordained timing, I think. And me losing my full-time job, which I've talked about a little bit. I was a full-time scientist and I actually lost my job the week of Courage Conference. So I was like, it was just, the like chain of events and going there that weekend after and being encouraged. Actually, Rob McCoy was there at Courage Conference and he told me a story about how he lost his job whenever his wife was pregnant with, I think, their second child. Because I was pregnant and I was like, we were scared. And he said that's when he started his ministry. That's when he went into full-time ministry. Yeah.
Well, look at you.
And he was very just encouraging because that was like decades ago for him. Now looking back, he's like, we were poor for a while, but, God has been so faithful and provided for us. And it was just, we were surrounded by people who were really encouraging, which again was just amazing that God's timing placed us there the week that it happened when I really needed that encouragement. Especially to keep like speaking out about things or like being opinionated about things, like culturally things that are culturally inappropriate or whatever, because I was in a corporate setting that was very, I don't want to say they were very woke, but they were very like new. They shifted to be more just like neutral. Yeah. And so, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was great to be around him like right after that happened and him like sharing that with me.
This is so random, but he looks so much like my dad.
Does he? I think you've told me that before, actually.
It's so weird. It is so strange. Does it
freak you out whenever you see him?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Also, Rob McCoy gave me like a $50 once. Did he ever do that to you?
No.
I saw him do it to a couple people at conference. He will give you a $50, and it's something about how the face value isn't as much as the actual value. Like, I don't know. But it was very nice. I do remember the sentiment.
Yeah.
I still have it somewhere. Actually, no, it's at home, like on my dresser in a jar.
Yeah.
I didn't spend it.
He's great. He's like everyone's grandpa. That's how I feel him. Yeah. Like 2 years ago when he came to Courage Conference, or no. Yeah, 2 years. I don't remember which year it was. But the new building wasn't.
Because he couldn't come 2 years ago because there was like a family thing.
Okay. So the year that the building was like started but not finished, and he came, we were like touring the building, and I had Ava at that point. So it must have been 2024.
Okay. I
had Ava with me, and he just like took her and was just carrying her around the building and like holding her, and asked her like, "Are you sure you're okay?" "Oh yeah," like, and there's all these pictures of when we were touring the building and Rob McCoy is holding Ava. And it was just it was cool. And she was such a fussy baby. The fact that she was okay with him holding her too was,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a blessing to us because we always had to be holding her because she was always fussy.
Yeah. Oh, Ava, get her on the
yeah.
podcast. One of the girls.
Oh, girl.
Okay,
Oh,
I
girl.
still want to have Benji on at least once.
We can have Benji on.
It would be so fun.
He complimented my outfit this morning. He said, "Wow,
Really?
Mommy, I really like your color choices." Because I have pink pants on and this purple shirt.
Oh,
And he said, "Wow, Mommy, I really like your color choices."
what a guy. Truly. I love Benji. He's so sweet. He's so funny.
He's great. Yeah, he's a great kid.
great.
We should have him on for sure.
The other day I FaceTimed Brittany. Actually, twice last week I FaceTimed Brittany, and Leah was supposed to be napping, but he was not. He said he was trying to find AJ's pacifiers. So
Yes, Leo is a pacifier sniper. 2 nights ago, I wake up at like 4 a.m. Okay, and I look over, and Leo is standing next to my bed. Okay, he's just standing there. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. Well, come to find out. So then he walks around and he gets in my bed on the other side. So I was like half asleep, so like I kind of realized it, but didn't really. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I wake up, and he had AJ's pacifier in his mouth. When he came,
did he take it out of AJ's mouth?
No, well, maybe, but AJ didn't wake up. Either he took it out of his mouth or he took it out of his little bassinet thing.
Boy.
And put it in his mouth, and he was hiding it. So he had the blanket up over his face like this.
He's so sly.
He is so sneaky with the binky sniper. So I am
middle child.
We don't know what we're gonna do because we have 3 kids that want binkies right now. And one of them is 3.5, which means they don't really need a binky anymore. So
have you seen the thing where people will plant their kids' binkies and then it sprouts like a prize?
Yes, and I've also seen them like give them away or put them on a balloon or all kinds of things. I've seen that too. The problem is, I think that only works if there are no other binkies in the house because.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We've like done that, and then they'll find a binky of a sibling, or they'll find another binky in like a toy box or something that we thought was lost, or what. I feel like he has them hidden or something.
Yeah,
because they just keep appearing everywhere.
He's planting his own binkies, and they're sprouting more binkies.
Yeah. So that's the season of life I'm currently in. It's
that's good. We're all in very different seasons, which is great.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, so looking ahead to 2026, are you a New Year's resolution person or no?
I need to be better. My New Year's resolution for next year is to have a New Year's resolution. I
am not a New Year's resolution person, but I am a very goal-oriented person. But this year, we started out this year like with a fast, and during the fast, I was just like praying about like what God wants for me this year. Like, God, like what do you want me to do this year? And I just didn't get any clarity on like specific goals. Like I have some personal like things that I would just like, but not like I normally do. This year, it feels so different for me in that way.
Yeah.
That I feel like I just want to get a grip on what we currently have going on in our house and our family and steward it really well because I don't want any more. I'm honestly like, God, I'm okay if you don't give me anything else this year.
Watch, he's gonna give you a whole lot more.
I know. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of like, I think he's prepared. Like that's part of the preparation, right? Is like, and I do feel like last year was preparing me for what happened at the end of the year, those last few months, in a way that I couldn't have seen at the beginning of the year. Just some of the things that I was praying about, some of the things that I was doing, some of the habits that I was forming, all of that, I think prepared me well for the last 4 months of the year where I just felt like everything was on fire. So I hope I don't have another end of the year like that. But if I do, I know that God will keep us and God will provide and all of those things. But I really don't have any goals for the year. I mean, I think for the podcast, we just want to get back into the swing of things. I feel like that can be a goal in a sense.
Well, my goal is to not spend as much money because I have been lately, and I have not been very good with my money. And I had a spending freeze, and then I broke it. God tested me, and I failed. I bought a new pair. Well, okay. I've been really into loafers lately, and
Yeah.
so I have a black pair that I really love that I got for Christmas, and I wanted brown ones, but they were on back order before my spending freeze ever started, before I thought about doing a spending freeze. And
Yeah.
then the notification came on 2 months later, the loafers are back in stock, which is the same week as my spending freeze started, and I bought them immediately. But here's the
Oh.
bad part is I actually bought them on the church card at first because it's just linked to my phone. And so I had to call them and be like, can you please, please, please cancel my order, please? And they were like, oh yeah, it's canceled. You're good. Hardly even went through. And I
Then you
wore
bought them
them.
again.
Yeah, like that was like I double failed. Like I had the choice to do it, and I
Yeah.
still, and you know what
God
the
gave
flesh,
you God gave you an out. He was like, okay, this is your
he always
opportunity.
does. He always does. And like I said, I failed, but they're really cute. So
Okay. I'm under consuming this year. So there are certain things that I'm not buying at all. Like,
I need you to help me.
yeah. So I'm all over under consumption TikTok. And I feel like it is the best. My TikTok algorithm right now is great because there's no drama. There's no political arguments. Like that is not my algorithm on TikTok. It's all just like fun, nostalgic things or under consumption people or people singing like old emo music that I love. Like it's very just like chill and I love it
It's
so much.
curated.
Yes,
It's
and I just post my like silly little videos and romanticize my stay-at-home mom life, and it's great. But underconsumption TikTok is awesome because it encourages you literally not to spend money, and so there's like a categorical list, I would say, of things that I'm not buying in 2026 unless absolutely needed, and so that can be different depending on the person. Like I have on there on mine like no home decor. No clothing unless I absolutely need something. No shoes. I can't remember
I'm
all
forcing
the
myself
things.
to use gift cards.
Ooh, yeah. If you have gift cards, I mean, I'm one that doesn't save gift cards though. If I have a gift card, like I try to spend that thing ASAP.
Oh, well, I bought a brown belt to go with my brown loafers with a gift card that I got for my birthday. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's
it worked.
amazing.
And now I'm done. I'm done. But like I said, the flesh is weak. As soon as it's summer, I have just completely redone my wardrobe in the last 6 months. And so I have all my fall stuff, all my winter stuff. So pray for your girl when spring and summer starts because I can't do it. I've got other things to save for. I've got trips, I've got events, I've got other things, and I can't afford to be spending money like that.
I did see like one person says they only buy new things if it's thrifted, or they limit like the amount of items. Like if they buy an item, they have to get rid of an item.
Okay.
Or
I like that.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like you can set limits on it that's not like none, but that it's like I will only buy 3 things so that you're still under consuming, but you're not buying anything. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So yeah, I guess that's a goal for the year. Yeah. And I'm kind of doing it to save money, but honestly, another part of it is like we added another kid to the house and there's just, with that comes a 4th kid's worth of stuff, even though he's just a baby, he has a lot of stuff. And I just get overwhelmed by like the clutter and like the amount of things we have in our home. So highly recommend that for people. If you are looking for something to focus on or a goal for the year is under consuming. And again, it's like stewarding what you have.
It is. I have gone through my closet probably 2 or 3 times in the last 6 months, and I'm not exaggerating. Do you want to guess how many garbage bags full of clothes and shoes that I've taken to Goodwill?
10.
12. But I've gotten rid of a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, now I actually have hangers. That's the best feeling is when you go through a closet and then you actually have hangers. It's like, I do have space.
I'm not buying anything else unless I have the hangers for it. I don't need any more hangers.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have a resolution or something you want to grow in this year? Let us know in the comments. Spotify has comments now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's that. Britt, should we wrap it up so that we can just go through and record another one?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. The next few episodes and like what the plan is for the rest of this will be sort of, we'll see. But one of the things we really want to do, like we said, is focus on questions, like a Q&A type of style. So that's what we're going to record next. And we got some really good questions that we're going to tackle. So make sure you tune into the next episode of the Truth Booth 2. This one was just a fun sort of catch up, say hi, let you know what we've been up to, and let you know that we're back. But the next one will be more truth in the booth.
Yes, not just the booth. Okay. All right, everybody. We'll catch you later. We hope you have an amazing day, week, night, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whatever time it is. You're the best, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.